Hey, what's up? I'm Madeline Paquette. I am a wine educator and sommelier, and I'm here to meet up with the owner and winemaker of Hope Family Wines in Paso Robles to learn more about wine blending.
Wine blending has always been described to me like magic or alchemy, and today I get a chance to go behind the scenes in the lab to make sense of it.
Let's go check it out.
This is Austin Hope. He's the founder of Hope Family Wines, which is famous for Paso Robles Cabernet Sauvignon. What you might not know is that their signature Cabernet Sauvignon is actually a blend of different Cabernet vineyards from around Paso.
Each wine that we make every year, each may it be from a vineyard or from a different Sauvignon, all comes through here, and then it's classified as far as quality, a quality index, if you will, for us. And as we get closer to scheduled bottling of a particular brand, then we start blending. These are three of that are blended together that go into create the Austin Hope.
Okay,
Signature Cabernet.
So each of these different vineyards from different sub-AVAs in Paso Robles come together in this blend.
That's correct.
Now for the fun part, the blind tasting. Based on my knowledge of Paso Robles sub-AVAs, I'm gonna try to identify which wine belongs to which bottle. And naturally, Austin Hope likes to mix things up. So here's what we know about Paso Robles and its sub-AVAs. Paso Robles has 11 sub-AVAs, and it's easy to divide them into two sections. The coastal AVAs, which are cooler from the Pacific Ocean, and the inland AVAs, which tend to be warmer. Creston, Estrella, and Geneseo all sit further inland. Still, I was surprised at how different they tasted.
This one's different than the other ones. Wow.
Austin explained that Estrella is the hottest region of the three. Geneseo has more clay, and Creston is the coolest of the three regions with gravelly soils. So here's what I concluded.
I think I know which one's which.
Okay, let's hear.
The first wine I tasted, this one,
Okay.
is from the vineyard that has more heavy clay soils. It has a savory, sort of peppery edge to it, and almost a little bit of green peppercorn, and I get that in clay soil. So I think that one is from Geneseo. All right? Oh no, his face. Number two, I think this one is from Creston because you said it is the highest elevation, coolest area, and so this had a lot of black cherry on it, whereas these two are much more dark fruited, and then this one then must be Estrella.
Let's stop you now. Some of the things that you're identifying as markers is what another reason that makes Paso so special, because we are very different here how our wines grow. So for example, the coolest region is actually the more concentrated, darker,
Really?
and has more tannin.
So this wine
that's
here
Creston.
Is Creston?
Mm-hmm. And which is it's a beautiful wine on its own. We have bottled some on its own just from the Creston region, but it's got amazingly well drained soils. It's higher in elevation, so that's where you're picking up where you get more color, typically in a higher elevation soils. The tannins it's just very powerful.
It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Well, that was a surprise. It's the somewhat cooler regions in Paso Robles that slow the ripening, allowing more color and tannin extraction in Cabernet. But we're not done yet. It's time to make the final blend. Using the three vineyard wines, we blended them together to create our own custom Cabernet blend. I took the job very seriously.
This one here is the current vintage of the Austin Hope Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay, and this one's yours.
On the right, yep.
And this one's mine.
Finally, I tasted the Austin Hope Cabernet Sauvignon to see how I did.
That one's different.
Well, yeah.
That one has way more tannin and way more roundness and smoothness on the palate than both of these.
Correct.
What's the secret?
Wood. But which one is closest?
Yours?
That's what I wanted you to see.
Mine is way off, actually.
Yeah. So what did you use the most of?
I used only 10% of Geneseo and then 40-40 Creston and Estrella because I like those ones the most. So I thought, well, I'll just put in the ones that I like the most. But actually, we needed this one to make it taste smoother together.
Yep.
How much did you put of this Geneseo?
So this is like 50% was Creston, and then split the two.
We needed it. This is incredible. Thank you so much for letting us taste your wines and mix them together.
Yes.
In a lab. High five.
High five.
So I learned, I don't know if you learned a lot, but I actually learned a lot today. I wasn't expecting that growing in Creston, the cooler area, allowed the grapes to have more hang time, which allowed more color, tannin, and extraction. This means the winemaker's choice extends beyond the blending lab into the choices of when to pick in the vineyard. If this was interesting to you and Paso Robles seems interesting to you, check out the course Paso Robles 101 online and learn more about this fascinating region. And if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe. We've got more videos like these coming up. Until next time, happy tasting. Peace out.